where was you at when you got the announcement? And is it something you knew was coming?
Um, we've been hearing about it since early January,
Okay.
and I think I was when I officially started getting the contract. I was in Florida doing a couple things out there with UFC former UFC champ Luke Rocco. That's my boy. So he was out there, just vibing, chilling, and Dean, my manager, told me I think it's getting serious. Eddie called me and said, "Yo, I think it's getting serious." Dylan White's side of the deal is falling apart, and I was skeptical of why Dylan White contract was falling apart. And started doing my research, making phone calls, and of course it was about money. The reason why Dylan White side fell through. But I said, man, if he wanted a chance at the title, man, he can't be thinking about the money right now.
Right.
But I started putting two together, started doing more research, and I realized that what Dylan White was initially arguing about, he was 100% right. The guy definitely earned his shot back in the heavyweight contendership for a title shot. But not against the greatest opponents. I mean, the greatest name on his comeback, this was Joseph Paul. He fought a couple taxi drivers here and there. But what I've learned about AJ is that he's greedy when it comes to money.
Okay.
And he can put this nice guy attitude and sell you a bullshit story. But he's a prick. And I'm going to explain the reason why. This is one reason why he's a prick. So, his initial offer to fight Dylan White was about $3 million. Dylan White said he wanted 6 or 5. He said, no, you don't deserve that, blah, blah, blah. So he says, you know what? I'll go to 5. Dylan White said, I'll take 5. They came at 3.5, pushed a little more, they got 4. Dylan White said, they'll accept the $4 million. But when I become heavyweight champ, and I knock you out or beat you, the split goes 60-40 my way. AJ says no. On the rematch, even if I lose, it's still 60-40 for me. So how am I the champ and you gonna take initially more money than me if I beat you? That's not how it goes, right? When I become the champ, I take the lion's shares. That's how it goes. So Dylan White was mad in the whole situation. I felt like he was getting punked, and I don't blame the guy. I 100% right with Dylan White on that thing. If I become the champ and I work for my position like you have, I hold the cards, I get to pick where I want to fight. I should work on getting more percentage on the fight, picking the undercard. When AJ fight, he's initially had to pick some undercard, who was on the undercard, and pay-per-view sales and whatnot. So anyway, I wanted more money, of course, than what Dylan White was getting. The zone felt like it was a fight they needed to happen, so they came up with the rest of the money on top of whatever AJ was offering. So I got basically close to what I wanted, plus I got pay-per-view buys in the UK over a certain amount. And the rematch is going to be substantially a lot better, a lot bigger. But still, I had to still give up more than I wanted to because AJ doesn't have that confidence in himself. He always feel like he can lose at any point, which is understandable. So he's trying to negotiate his next fight after that if he loses in the rematch. So that's the kind of mentality, the kind of person he is. Yeah, man, the dude puts up a serious front, man. You know what I mean? There's a difference between a role model and a real model. And he's exactly what you call a role model. You know, he's a puppeteer. I call him the UK Uncle Tom. Straight up, that's what he is. Plain and simple. Harsh words, but it's just true. And it was a fan from UK that told me that. An African fan that told me that. So that was kind of like, and started studying and researching about him. Hey, man, he's a fraud, man. You know what I mean? And the thing about New Yorkers, especially from the East Coast, right? Philly, Maryland, whatever, we can smell BS a mile away. Be like, he a front. You know what I mean? And people gonna start seeing that the more they start talking to him. You can tell he's not authentic, he's not genuine. And you'll see.